Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Today we are going to be making a scarecrow wreath using a splatter screen from Dollar Tree. Okay, you're going to need 9 bunches of flowers from Dollar Tree. I have 2 cattails, 2 bittersweet, 3 maple bouquet, 1 sunflower, and 1 dahlia pick. So I will write down a materials list in the drop-down box for you. You will also need a scarecrow, and I picked up this scarecrow at Hobby Lobby. And right now they're 40% off, but if they're not when you go, you can always use a 40% off coupon. You will need a splatter screen from Dollar Tree, and you'll want to remove the knob with a screwdriver. You're going to need some ribbon, and I also picked up this ribbon at Hobby Lobby, and it does have wire in it, but the Dollar Tree ribbon will work just fine. Okay, and you'll want some pumpkins, and I just picked up 2 little white pumpkins, and I just took the clip off of them. You'll need 2 zip ties. You'll need wire cutter, hot glue gun, glue stick, floral stem wire, and you might want some pipe cleaners. Okay, so we just took the knob off of the screen and we removed the stick off of the scarecrow, and I'm just placing it at the top of the splatter screen where its head is right at the top of the edge. And I'm just going to take my floral stem wire and wrap it around his neck, and I'm going to take the floral stem wire and I'm just going to carefully thread it through the splatter screen and secure it to the back. You will also want to, at this time, add a wire so that you can hang it on your door. And I just threaded the floral stem wire through the back of the screen, gave it a few twists, and then I'm snipping off the extra wire and folding it down. And your scarecrow should be held in place by that 1 wire. Okay, and you're going to want to take your taller bunches and you're going to place them in the back. Go ahead and spread them out and fluff them. And I just used 3 bunches on the left, 3 bunches on the right. And the flowers all came from Dollar Tree. And so once I have them in place, I am just going to take my zip tie and zip tie the bouquet together. You could use floral stem wire if you do not have any zip ties. And then once it's secure, just trim off the extra and kind of fluff it and make sure you have it shaped like you like. And then I am just placing a bouquet on the left side of my scarecrow and the right side of my scarecrow. And to attach the bouquet, you can use floral stem wire or you can use pipe cleaners. On the one I did earlier in the week, I used pipe cleaners, and I think it was easier for me to use the pipe cleaners. But on this one, I used the floral stem wire. So either one works. But just thread it through your splatter screen, and then on the back, give it a few twists and trim off the extra wire. And in the end, you can add felt over the back of your wreath so it doesn't scratch your door if you would like. Just fluff it and make sure you have it in place like you like. And I added a second wire so that it was more stable, so it wouldn't fall forward or anything. And you could paint your splatter screen before you start working on it if you choose to. But you'll see in just a little bit, the fall leaves will cover it up just fine, and you won't even see the splatter screen any longer. So it's up to you if you want to paint or not. I just chose not to. But like I said, I added 2 wires to each bouquet so that it's nice and stable and secure. And I'm just using 20 gauge floral stem wire from Hobby Lobby. And then you'll just want to play around and fluff your flowers and make sure you pull your scarecrow's arm forward so that his arms don't get lost behind the flowers, and just kind of place them however you like. Okay, and here you can see I added the bunch on the right, same steps as on the left, secured it with 2 wires. And what we did with the fall leaves is we just popped the leaves right off the stem. They came off very easy. So you'll want to take off the leaves. And then here I'm tying a bow, and this does have wire in it, and it's much easier to work with a ribbon with wire. So just keep it pinched tightly with your left hand and make a loop and just try to go back and forth, making the loops the same size on each side, keeping it pinched tight in your hand. And you'll want to have some floral stem wire close by. And if you have a design on your ribbon, sometimes you have to twist to keep the design on top. And this ribbon came from Hobby Lobby, and it was 40% off. So I'm just making 2 loops on the left, 2 loops on the right. And I'm letting out a tail. And I'm going to take my floral stem wire, and I'm just going to place it around the center of the bow and secure it tightly around the middle. And don't cut off your wires because you're going to use them to thread through the splatter screen to attach your bow to your wreath. Then just fluff your loops. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And I will add the materials list in the drop-down box for you. And I just put my bow at the bottom of my Scarecrow's legs. Just carefully thread the wire through and secure it to the back of your splatter screen. And then just trim off the extra wire and fold it down. It's very simple to do. Just fluff your loops. And ribbon with wire is much easier to work with, and it just looks, in my personal opinion, it looks prettier on a wreath. Okay, and I first clipped on the pumpkins, but they didn't want to stay in place with the clips, so we just popped the clips off the back and then hot glued the pumpkins on. And here, these are the leaves that I just pulled off the floral picks, and I'm just hot gluing them onto the splatter screen so that you can't see the splatter screen any longer. Make sure you're picking it up pretty often so that you're not gluing your splatter screen to your tablecloth or table. So just lift it up every so often and check. And you'll just want to go around and look to see wherever you can see the silver screen, make sure and add a leaf. And in my last wreath, I used the garland, but I couldn't find the garland today, so I just bought these leaf foliage picks and used them instead. But either one will work. If you can find a garland, it's probably a little easier to use the garland. And these little picks had some gourds and pumpkins and acorns with them, so we just popped them off and glued them onto the wreath also. And then I added a few leaves over the stem too. And it's nice and full. And here it is, hanging on my door. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of the new subscribers and all the views I got on my last wreath. It just made my daughter and I so happy. So thank you so much for subscribing and watching. And thank you for all the kind comments too. We really appreciate it. So let me know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for watching. And please like and share.